What's going on, guys? This is Rob, and you know, so I went back and I was watching the Civil War Part 3, and I'm not happy with that video. I wasn't even really like, when I made it, I thought it was good. Like when I made it and I finished it, I said, okay, cool, this is short and concise. It'll give people exactly what they want. And then I uploaded it, and of course I had like 5 minutes of time added onto it. I didn't even realize what I was doing. I went to Premiere Pro and I adjusted settings, and I don't know, I was doing it with half a brain. So, but I was looking at the video and I was like, man, this video is like, it's not up to my usual standard for videos. It's not up to what you guys are used to, and it's not up to what I'm used to putting. When I'm doing videos, my idea is I want to give you guys details that really kind of give you a broad scope, that really give you like a really good understanding of what's going on, so you guys can look at that and say, okay, I understand Tony Stark's frame of mind in this. For example, one of the things that I left out that I kind of wish I hadn't is before Tony Stark and Iron Man get into a fight, or Tony Stark and Captain America get into a fight, Tony Stark tries to not fight. He's like, look, let's just kind of try to come to this amicably, and it's a chance for us to see Tony Stark, in the sense that he's not doing this as like a mad grab for hunt or for power. He's not doing this because he's crazy or anything like that. He thinks he's doing the right thing, and that kind of contributed to it. And in hindsight, I really wish I'd added that in there, but at the time, I was thinking, okay, you guys are coming off basically like 40 minutes worth of tie-ins, like Civil War Part 1, or I'm sorry, the Civil War issue number 2 tie-ins, Part 1 and Part 2, came out to be like 40 minutes roughly. And I figured I was uploading a video the same day. I didn't want to like bombard you guys with like, 40 minutes worth of video in one day. That was my thought process. And in hindsight, like I should have just said the hell with that. I'll just, whatever. I'll give them 40 minutes and they'll be happy with it. I don't know. But, it felt rushed. Like the video just felt really rushed. It just felt like, I came on and I said, well, Civil War issue number 3 picks up where Civil War number 2 ended. And then some stuff happens. Captain America and Iron Man fight. Done. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace. That's what it felt like, when I made that video. It felt really, really short. And, I think it could have been more expansive. And I think that the reason why it was so short was because I was kind of rushing through it, because I just kind of wanted to get it done and upload it, and that's a bad thing. That's a problem, because I think that one of the reasons why you guys really enjoy my content is because it is so detail oriented, because I can take a comic book, or take a character, like Iron Man, or even a character that we've done in the past, like the Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes, and I can make a 20-minute video on him and give you guys the entire scoop when it comes to Bucky Barnes. Bucky Barnes' scoop is not that difficult. Like, it's not that big. It's really not even that expansive. Bucky Barnes was in World War II. Bucky Barnes showed up in 2005 from Ed Brubaker. That was his return to Marvel Comics. He was the Winter Soldier. He did some stuff, and then some stuff happens. I'm not going to spoil you guys, what happens later on with Bucky Barnes, but, that's like, it's really like not that difficult. I could explain Bucky Barnes in 3 minutes if I wanted to, but I really like bringing like detail-oriented stuff to you guys. I really like bringing things that really kind of have my personal take on it too. Like, what do I really think about Bucky Barnes? Was it worth bringing him back? Was it a good idea to do so? I mean, I think so. Bucky Barnes is a great dynamic character in Marvel Comics, especially now in the current Original Sin storyline in Marvel Comics. My God, he's a great character. Nick Fury is the same way. These are really great characters, and I'm glad they're back. Because they can really contribute in a fantastic way to Marvel Comics. But the detail orientation, I think, is one of the things that really kind of, I guess, maybe drives you guys to watch my videos. And I feel like if I'm uploading videos that don't honor that, if I'm uploading videos that don't really kind of like delve into this detail orientation, then why do it at all? Because I think this is really what kind of sets me apart. This is really what kind of, draws people in, is, this whole trifecta that myself and Benny and Dave have. It works out so perfect. It works out so well. And if one of us isn't doing what we're supposed to do, then the whole thing's come toppling down. And I don't want it to be that way. I want to be the detail orientation guy. So the question is why? Well, why was that video so rushed? Why was it not up to my usual par? Well, honestly, and you guys might not like this answer, because I just wanted to get it out and be done with it. Because I had come off the Civil War tie-ins Part 1 and Part 2, and those took me about a week apiece to make, just because they're so expansive. The tie-ins, there's so much going on there that it's difficult to really sit down and to say, okay, how can I give you guys the story without making the videos so expansive and so long and going into every single minute detail that you guys would just inevitably lose interest in the video. You know, I mean, how can I do that? And that was the most difficult part, was really trying to get that arranged in such a way. So coming up, all right, we have 22 tie-ins that we're going to be doing. And when I was looking at that, I was like, oh my God, this is a daunting task. And I was sitting here and I was like, I don't even know if I want to do that. And that's the problem. It was the fact that I didn't know if I wanted to do it. This is something that I love. I love doing videos on comic books. I love talking to you guys. It's something that I think it's so fun and so entertaining. But I think I'm kind of starting to get burned out. I think I'm starting to kind of get to that point where I'm like, I'm not really sure I want to do this. So we're going to take a break. We are going to take a break for about a week and a half or so. And I'm going to regain my bearings. I'm going to really kind of get back into this pattern and get back to what it is that I love, because I don't want to stop doing this. You know, I don't ever want to stop doing this. I want to do this for as long as I can. And I want to bring you guys videos for as long as I can. And I don't want to end up as one of these guys that gets burned out and then starts going through a whole mishmash of stuff on their channel and just goes through this like identity crisis on what they want their channel to be or anything. My channel is a comic book channel for the most part. It is going to be comic books. The brunt and the majority of all the videos that I'm going to upload are going to be comic book channels. I'm not a gaming channel, but what we are going to do for the next week and a half is play games. Because I'm not just going to bail on you guys. I'm not just going to disappear on you guys and just not upload any content. We're going to play some video games. So we're going to play some Borderlands 2. We're going to play some co-op games. I mean, the Steam summer sale's going on, guys. Buy games. You know, I want to play Borderlands 2, and I want to play it with Dave. I don't know if Benny's on board or not. I think Benny said he did want to play. I think he comes back next week is when he gets back home from VidCon. So I want to have, you know, me, Benny, and Dave playing video games, and I want one of you guys to play with us, one of you subscribers to play with us. So if you have Borderlands 2, send me a message, you know, and say, Rob, I want to play Borderlands 2. And you, myself, and Dave, and another guy from, you know, another subscriber, we can all play Borderlands until Benny gets back, and then Benny's, of course, going to take the third spot. But my cat is clawing at the floor. My God, I hate it when my cat does that. But anyway, I want to take a break. I do not, under any circumstances, want to get burned out on this. This is too fun for me to get burned out on. It's too much fun, and it's so fun to interact with you guys. So I don't want to be one of these guys that's just like, oh, I just don't want to do this anymore. You know, I love doing this. It's fun. It's exciting. It's really, really interesting. My channel is growing so much because of you guys helping me out and you guys really kind of guiding me and helping me grow. So like I said, we're going to take a break. We're going to take a break for about a week and a half, and we're going to play some video games, and I'm going to regain my bearings. And next week, I think next Thursday, I'm off for 10 straight days. So I got the burps. So starting with those 10 straight days, where I'm going to just go back into the habit, I'm going to start making some more videos, and I'm going to crank these videos out, and I'm going to get them uploaded for you guys. But I don't want to get to a place where I hate doing this, where I feel like, you know, where I feel like it's become a job. I don't want this to feel like a job, you know. I think that's the worst thing you can do with a hobby. So I want to make sure that I'm always refreshed. I want to make sure that I'm always comfortable doing what it is that I do, and I want to make sure that it always stays interesting. So today is, well, it's technically 12 a.m. on the 24th, which is a Tuesday. So starting today, we're going to take a break, and we're going to pick back up probably not this coming Monday, but the Monday after that. So we'll have a video uploaded by then. We'll see. Maybe it might even be that next Thursday, so we can keep up with the whole tie-ins thing. But nonetheless, you know, we'll get it sorted out. But I'll be live streaming the whole time when we're playing video games. Next week is when I'll be live streaming, like during the day and stuff. But for right now, I'll probably be live streaming at, you know, 11:30 midnight, something like that. It's because that's when I get off work. Or I might be live streaming at like 10 in the morning or something along those lines. I work 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. normally, so I can't, of course, live stream during those times. But yeah, so anyway, I think I've kind of rambled on long enough. I need to get my place together and get cleaned up and everything, get my place cleaned up. It's a total wreck. Like I need to show you guys my place sometime. Well, right now it's a total wreck, but when it's cleaned up, then I'll show you guys. But anyway, so yeah, that's it. Peace.